at least 3 of the party members were all together through all these 10 sessions. That ironically enough, this whole campaign started about 3 months ago.
Did you not play consistently
Slow and
before I
steady
got
wins
here?
the race.
Yeah. Or
I
maybe
don't know. I'm not gonna complain. You guys have been consistent with me.
yeah, because everybody was busy with stuff. Because at the time where I went, a game was literally like end of what's this? I forgot. It was the end of the beginning of the September, so everybody was like busy in their own stuff, and yeah, everyone was like, "Yeah, I can make it." And then like two days later, nah, school, dude. Everybody was joining in, and then a few days later, they're like, "Nah, dude, I have fucking other stuff to do."
When life hits you in the back of the head.
So note to self: don't get yourself people before September, because then everybody's gonna leave. Unless they're like in their 30s and they have a job, then it's the same crisis.
It's more consistent.
So, oh boy, session 10. How's everybody's week been?
I honestly don't remember the past week. I'm not even kidding.
We remember the last session better than the whole week.
Honestly,
I do.
Honestly, it do be like that. It do be like that. I would be.
Yeah, I sent a GIF that sums up my week. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just.
It's there.
Yeah, I guess the last meme I sent also kind of relates to my fucking weeks. Like, Peggable. I'm just gonna add to everyone because we're doing more D&D. More D&D. For those who are interested. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, no other specific themes or things they like to say. Everybody's quiet, prepared, snuggled up because it's getting colder.
We started. What? Oh, no.
Yeah, we've been on.
Wait, how much of what I said was streamed across the internet?
No, nothing was streamed that you said.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, your secrets. Don't worry, your secrets. Are safe.
And just like that, Julie became the least popular character.
Julie, you said there were fights. Preferably paid.
Oh boy. So, no. That's not how it goes here. So, first of all, I ask, is everybody ready? Because I guess everybody's just here for D&D. So am I. So, fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, excellent. So, last we left off, you made it to Southstone. Congratulations. You basically traversed half a world in a single portal accident. And yeah, the first place where you wanted to go is, of course, the place where Julie lives, in her home where she was abducted from. Traversed some parts of the city of Southstone, saw how it's going, how it's doing, ventured to the beachhead and walked across the beach from east to west until you eventually made it to the familiar place, familiar streets, and familiar home of Julie De Silver. And despite Julie's transgressions, the house was not like secured by anybody or reinforced or really just scattered or obliterated to ashes. It was all nice, neatly, and dandy until all of you started to walk in, and then you realized something was terribly fucking wrong as you were barricaded against your will by a very, very mad sorceress. who turns out to be Julie's wife. And let's just say uh, a very powerful figure known as the Chosen of Mistra, one of the most capable arcane users in the entire world. Here, now, and yeah, didn't die. Good on you. But then you had the revelation, since she knows of the prison you escaped from, and she knows the bracelets that you wield. But also, she knows that a certain end will await you sooner than rather than later. And with pain heart, she had to leave to actually go back and perform her duty as she was tasked to so long ago, leaving Julie heartbroken. While all of you kind of sat into the house to sleep, all snuggled up and cozy. Warham, Terry, Gen, Dovkin start to see visions like once again of
Well, actually,
an
I didn't, but
no fuck Warham, Julie, Gen.
hopefully not.
Yeah. Yeah, so visions have been had of a past, and at the end of the dream, you were basically murdered. As some incantation that the old man was saying, you start to recite even if you didn't want to, which made you a quick and sudden victims to the surrounding comrades of yours. So, waking up and having a lengthy discussion of what to do next. First things first, you decided to go to the market to equip yourself, prospectively, on what you need. So, with that being said and done, what would you like to do, my good people? It is early in the morning, 8-ish, 9-ish a.m., and it's quiet beside occasional ambience, music, and noises. Oh my god, the bot is not playing. God damn it.
Copyright included.
Yeah, I'm forcing it. Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I suppose we all have something in mind we want to get, but before any of that, I suggest we get some sending stones if we're going to be splitting up to search for items and so on. There's no telling what will happen while we're separated, so let's start with that.
Yeah, Voram nods at this. He agrees absolutely.
I'd rather not die alone in a ditch.
Oh, you're quite scared of my town already, aren't you?
You know, well, I wasn't before until I realized there was a priestess who. Yeah, I'm good at taking my chances here. I feel like I misjudged this place.
Oh, it's just my humble home, but I would suggest staying away from the back streets and the beggary. Actually, the beggary might be a great place to get some good deals, or not.
Also, how this may seem off topic, but how capable is the average citizen here?
How capable is the average citizen? Well,
Say a long. Who wins?
I'm sorry, I missed that. If what happened now?
Say a bear comes along. Who wins?
If a bear comes along, well, there's a lot of us are proficient in some form of magic or another, so if a bear wandered into town, there'd be a whole lot of people able to take care of it.
Noted. That's not going to make the gladiator fights any easier.
I mean,
All right. Well,
you've seen me. I've killed people with my words.
yeah. I see you've named those.
You have yet
But,
to see me actually attack.
well, to be fair, you did kill a goblin by yelling at it repeatedly, didn't you?
Oh, you weren't there for the other ones, were you? Yes, yes.
Yeah. No. Remember. I remember vaguely being tied up in a cave and gagged. That's kind of as far as it goes back for that part.
You weren't there when she froze a frost giant in its steps.
Huh. I was not. That sounds much more impressive than yelling at a goblin to death.
Well, I mean, you were there when I turned the kick into a confused mess that you guys could just kill on your own.
Yeah, but that was more funny than anything.
Very true. Nonetheless, I am quite tired of only having on a fur coat. I would like to get some better clothes. Well, actually, no, I do have my
Yeah, you have
my
your.
noble clothing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I realized, like, see, now Julie's probably better dressed than me because my clothing is probably dirty at this point. I don't know if I have prestidigitation. Should probably check for that. I'd be
I'll cast
surprised if I did.
prestidigitation to clean you up because you look terrible.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the blood stamps.
Where are messaging stones or sending stones usually sold? Are they like a specialist item, or can you just find them in markets?
Yes.
I can
I can
answer.
track him down for you.
I can answer you, Worm Dad, because you know. How to say this?
Ooh.
In a better parts of a city, or in better cities overall, that have quite decent guard, not as many bribes are taken, more expensive goods are more easily available. So you'd assume that, and Julie would know that the market in the middle, the heart of the city, besides the bakery, you can find all sorts of nicks and knacks, from the simple, from very odd, and provoking.
Well, I suggest we all head over to the market and then split up as needed, I suppose.
I suppose. I have some personal errands I need to investigate while I'm here. So I say we split up after getting sending stones, and I might meet back up with you, Julie, early to get some directions to the gladiator. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, of course. And I do apologize. I forgot to write it down last session. How much money did I find in my safe?
40,000 if I remember correctly.
48,000.
48, my bad. 48. I wrote 42, yeah, 48.
48. All right. And all right, yeah, that should be a good little shopping spree for us then.
Will you be visiting any more of your friends while you're here, Julie?
Oh, I do have some friends over at Dropfall Ash. I might want to say hello to.
Just nod, does not question further.
Oh boy. So,
No follow-ups.
oh boy. So, question, Julie. Disguise as what?
Oh, today, let's see. Today I will disguise myself.
You need like a spinning wheel. Just spin it once, race, spin it another time, appearance.
Alright. I'm actually going to disguise myself as my neighbor. I will look exactly like my neighbor.
Okay. So, you see very finely dressed, very smug-looking aristocratic type with a single monocle. Um, you don't remember his name, nor do you care to recall, but he is very much interested in gemstone enterprise. Yeah.
Oh, you look like a mix between a politician and an artificer.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
All right. And with that, I will bring my motley crew out, and hopefully we see a carriage to get into the middle of the town a little bit quicker.
Okay. So, looking around just with passive perceptions and a bit of walking, you do just find on like just walking a few minutes, a few carriages parked because there's like a sign with the carriages, and there's like the cool, like the very fancy ones and the ones that are like very poor. And yeah, you see basically very nice, pristine ones that are basically attached to two mighty stallions. And this man, well dressed, a halfling, maybe in his 30s, just looks immediately at you as you gaze at him and just kind of, I see a customer when I see one.
Ah, yes, good sir. We would like to ride into town to do a little bit of shopping, if you don't mind.
Not at all. 12 gold pieces, please, up front.
12? Absolutely. Here you go.
Okay, we got checks it, pockets it, and then kind of kicks, like he just kicks something backwards, and you see just the side door of the carriage just open up, and it's a very nice interior. It's like it has a full like cover with the glass windows and all that, and you can see that from outside you don't see anything inside, but from the inside you can see the outside. Yeah.
Oh, this is a very lovely carriage, good sir. Thank you.
My pride and joy. I'll enjoy the journey. Yes, you all take a place and proceed to traverse the market. So, one of you to roll me a d10. One of you.
Oh boy. I think Julie still gets the honor. We're in her.
Hey, it's up to anybody.
Go ahead, Julie. I just want to note also, I followed Julie's note and disguised myself as a well-dressed, business-like man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, right now, if I were to describe my character's look, it's still just basically a noble, just now not covered in blood and dirt.
Yeah. So. Oh boy. Takes you. There has been no altercations or nothing. The city is up, but it's not in the full swing just yet. As you're traversing the streets, and eventually just like making like say 30 to 40 minutes, you start to see the rest of you, besides Julie, a large tree, like a very large, maybe 400, 500 like height of a tree, and it's surrounded by minor forests, maybe like 400 feet above the streets you're traversing, just further north. Julie, you've seen and been to this place multiple times before. This is the great tree of Olb, or the Cradle Olb. Your local druid coven.
Question. Given my experience with druids, would I understand what this is? The basic premise of what this is?
Since when do you have anything?
I was raised on a farm, mate.
roll me a history check. Let's see.
Alright. History. And That's what I got.
Yeah, you don't like. You look at the big ash tree in the middle of a city, surrounded by tiny forests, and you assume that's a big ash tree, and that's pretty much it. Like a very thick and very.
That's an odd design choice.
Yeah. Besides,
Well, everyone, if you look to your left, you will see where a lot of our druids reside. Botany is, in fact, a form of artistry, and that's where they do their art.
Druid work is an art here?
Absolutely.
By where I grew up, druids were mainly workers on farmland.
Oh, well, any form of art can be simple work, but look at the beauty and majesty of this forest over here. It's pure artistry.
You know, something that grows this tall, it's impressive. But you haven't seen impressively large until you've seen an endless wheat field across mountain. Something about it. Surreal.
yeah.
I know a thing or two about impressively large.
Oh my god, I was about to say, please don't mention those words.
Too late.
Really. I don't know what I was expecting from that comment.
I don't say that out loud before. I'm just like pain.
Hey. Okay. So, takes you a good an hour, 20 minutes, and besides occasionally stumbling across just individuals that are kind of following your carriage and singing ballads to whoever might be inside, and the coach, the coach of your, I guess, the driver, I guess, or chauffeur, I guess, and basically shooting them off, saying "fuck off." Like, he's trying to be polite at the beginning, but then the nerves get better of him.
It's a taxi driver.
Yeah. But an hour and 20 or so minutes later, the familiar streets of just streets eventually get changed to like a slab of stone. No longer like of cobblestone, but like a single slab of nice smoothed stone. As you beyond the carriage where you're going, you start to see a bit how to say this, a bit of a drop of like the entire ground overall, and you see just a sprawling marketplace not as far as the eye can see, but maybe ranging a good mile, just like a bunch of stuff. Yes. So with that being said, you immediately hear a whistle, and the horses suddenly come to a stop as the halfling says, "Well, the market. You didn't specify where, so I'll stop you by the entrance." Oh god, what?
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, thanks for the ride and shooing away those two. Shooing away there.
Okay.
And just for clarification, are we on the Beggary side or the south side right now?
You are currently between the Beggary and southern side. So, to paint a context of what the fuck you see when it comes to the marketplace, is basically imagine like maybe a 40 feet drop, like just going into a bowl that is just carved stone, and you just see like this, like a, I guess like a pod of just stores, makeshift bazaar kiosks, everything from like tiny people selling their simple stuff to massive few-story tall buildings of stone in the center. You can see blacksmiths, tailors, leatherworkers, shops that like just a lot of stuff catches your eyes. And since it's early in the morning, quite in this city at least, the markets are kind of half full. And
Well,
yeah,
Beating the morning rush.
for now, I suggest we get those sending stones before we get crowded in.
Yeah.
roll me
Absolutely.
And
Kinda shoot.
roll me an intelligence check.
Who?
Um,
oh, wait, are we looking for the stones?
yeah, investigation check with
Oh,
advantage.
I'm just gonna. No, I'm gonna just cast locate object. I'm not gonna play around here. We're just gonna find it.
You get about 1,000 or so locate stones, but they're not. Well, some of them are in the marketplace. You literally see like locates few objects like as people walking by. Quite a lot of people have walking stones.
Everyone has a sending stone here.
At least we know they are reliable enough for everyone to buy them.
For sure.
You're in a major city. What do you expect? Everyone has a cell phone.
Exactly.
So, do I see any large collections like near a stall or anything like that? Just if
With,
they're that
with locate object, of course, you can sense like individuals, but then you sense a deep cluster, maybe I don't know, like a good quarter mile into the market. You don't really know the exact location, but you imagine if you follow like the main road, eventually you probably will come across like 200 sending stones.
there's quite a few hundred, just about a half mile down this road if we want to go there, but or we
Welcome
can
to the
search
big
around
city,
here, but
cowboy.
better luck.
I think we should probably all just go get them from a stall, have that done, and then we can all set about doing our own errands.
All right then.
So, it's easy enough to follow the track, cause Terry, there's one big there's like a large road, but there are also like side roads and minor roads that kind of go between the marketplaces and some buildings. There's not like streets or anything. It's just like wherever you put a thing, you can basically sell. And basically coming from this direction, the stalls mainly concerned how to say this, items of carpentry, from tables, chairs, to toys, to just very fancy and or interesting looking art that you can't really comprehend, like from something very simple to something very interesting, and a shit ton of fish from the south ports and from the surrounding areas. You see some simple fish like bass, trout, to something more interesting and weird.
Questionable.
Yeah, like calamari, squid, shark.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Market shouts everywhere, haggling and bartering for a better price. Occasionally, you do just see, just walking, and you see just in your vision somebody's having a fist fight. Yeah. And Julie, for you, it's like a day like occurrence. It's like, good to be home.
I'm standing up a little bit taller, puffing out my chest, this big grin on my face, soaking it all in.
So,
Oh, quite the passionate city you have here in. Anyways,
Well, all artists are passionate.
So yeah,
I guess so. He looks at the fist fight, just like passing by,
yeah.
in their own way.
Uh, dragon
This is
turtle,
what
get
brings up
your
on the box
dragon
here.
turtle here.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes you a good 20 minutes of just walking this marketplace, and eventually you come across like a more interesting goods of stone, leather, but simple knacks. And then the first thing you see are like a few dozen stones of marble that are covered in like a very thin layer of platinum, but they're like like I guess it's like the size of your finger. It's like a small marble stick. And you can read Nikolai's portable devices. And you see a very old man, like very old, maybe in his 80s, that looks like he's gonna just collapse any second from just fucking being so old. But he's like yelling and shouting and like asking everybody to come around and browse his wares.
Oh,
Nikolai, good sir. How are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing well, child. Welcome. Browse the best communication devices on this side, on this side of the world.
Oh, and I have full faith in your product. Let me look at it.
And I'll
Yeah.
pick up one and look a little closer.
We got many simple for those who want to make many multiple sends across the day to some that are disguised. Many different variants for many different types of people. And he kind of immediately overlooks all of you, like fucking finally noticing that Julie is not the only person talking to him. Overlooks, and you seem like mixed bag. So what can I help you with?
Oh, well, you see, as a lord, it's important for me to be able to keep in contact with looks back at them, with my subjects. So, I was looking to endow my party with a way to communicate among ourselves.
Good. Communication is key in this day and age. A lot of things can happen if you're not keen on your surroundings. So I have multiple of stones. These are weak ones, but I have much powerful ones, and all of them houses the message spell. And depending on how many spells you wanna, how many messages you wanna send per day, because they always recharge after each new dawn, the more costly it will be. So he kind of
depended on the length of the message, how far it's traveling, or what?
No. Well, modifications have been made, and through my personal breakthrough, he kind of clutches his heart a bit, and you don't know if he's like, you don't know if he's actually gonna have a heart attack, or he's like pondering to himself. Well, to my breakthroughs, I managed to surpass the limited capabilities of the plane, except for planes. Planes are my final frontier on that matter. But regardless, you can send how lengthy of a message you want to wherever you want in this world. But the main limit is how many times can you use it per day. So I have from 1 to 5, and then from 5 to 10, and those who are more need more communication or just have the coin, they're even with more capacity. So a simple stone like this, and he kind of gives a single rod, and there's like a small branch of platinum embedded into it that kind of gives it to Julie to expect. This one is the most common, most simple. 5 messages per day, 50 gold pieces.
Oh, let's see, 50 gold pieces, and there are 1, 2, 3, 6 of us, is it?
8.
8.
H. Hmm.
I can pay the money. It's not a problem if you need it.
There's 8 and
We'll take 9. We'll take 9.
Okay.
I mean, don't they come in pairs? So
Oh, no. That's the innovation. I managed to reverse engineer wizard sending. You don't need to have a second stone to receive a message. But also
So what's stopping the random hobo across the street from yelling in my ear at 5 a.m.?
well, nothing really. Just don't piss off the homeless.
They have to at least know my name, right?
We have a stop messaging me stone. Quite a few.
we got
After 9 p.m., there's the capability to turn them on to sleep mode, where you're not disturbed.
So you just see the man gives like a kind of like a creepy smile, and there's like a sudden like oh, I haven't thought about that. It's like
stone blocker. You know.
We're paying you by these ideas.
Hey, we need to patent these ideas. So
I'll be working right on that. I'll notify you if I come or something. And he grabs like a random parchment, like of cloth, and starts like scribbling.
hey, we need a proper contract, eh?
So, and then he kind of stops scribbling. They kind of looks at.
Good thinking.
Yeah. So he kind of looks at you all again. So still interested in the stones?
Yeah.
So just a clarification again. You said the recipient doesn't need to even have a stone?
No. For I, Nikolai, the great wizard of the south, managed to reverse engineer the spell sending that all of us wizards held dear to our hearts into these stones. If you know the individual, you can send it.
Okay, then I guess we only need 8 of them. So 400 gold, was it?
He kind of just nods.
All right, well, we are buying 8 of your product. I do believe a discount is in order. You know, mass purchase.
Fine, what do you have in mind?
Oh, let's see.
Buy 2,
I
get
can
1
give
free.
you. I can give you an even 300 for them.
Rolling persuasion.
Wow. Can I assist?
I don't know. Julie's borrowing. Let's see how it goes.
Next time, ask for help. I mean, like any of us could lay a extra glare.
There's a sudden vibration coming from his body, and you see his like left hand starts to like twitch and jerk for a moment, and then looks.
Don't kill him.
You see him getting like a bit frustrated and kind of like, fine, 320 this.
Okay, 320 I can agree to.
Deal. And he kind of grabs your hand, gives it like a heartbeat shake. The man's hands are cold and very sweaty.
Don't hold on to them too hard; they might fall off. You know, so close to death he might be undead, which is against my religion. So I might just have. I'm joking.
I'm gonna just once you've like stepped away from the shop a bit, I'm gonna say to Julie, your god of money is clearly on your side and not his.
I will start distributing the stones to everyone and keep an eye over my shoulder at the mage. Does he have any sort of look on his face?
He kind of looks for you for a good like 6 seconds, like as you go by, like fixated for a moment, and then as soon as like another person just passes by from his vision, he immediately looks at them and just starts shouting his spiel.
Okay. And with that, I will also look for some gloves.
Or gloves. So now everybody got stones to decide where is everybody splitting up to?
Well, I have a few things to buy. Unless some of you want to follow me around, I prefer to travel alone for this one. It's faster.
What are you going in search of?
A few things. When I got sent to that cave, I was, you could say, hardly prepared, so I didn't have many magic items I would normally carry with me. Let's see. I'm going for cheap stuff, so I'd probably get something like a circular blasting. Maybe a hat of disguise. We're looking for stuff, but
Fair enough.
Well, if you're looking for armor, I'm sort of in the same market, so we could probably travel together and help each other with the bartering.
Weapons and gear are very important. Also, we should probably find a way to be able to hide ourselves from being detected. Seems very important.
right. An amulet
absolutely.
against detection. That's simple enough. In a place like this, I would be surprised if there wasn't quite a few of them laying around.
You might want to be careful with that, though. Don't want people asking questions of why you don't want to be found.
I have a feeling that they're used to not asking questions.
Yes, this is a place of ask as few questions as possible.
Noted.
Good enough. I would suggest the next thing is to find the amulets, and then if we need to split off.
Maybe get that out of the way.
Of course, I'm following the coin purse because, bro.
So who's splitting what way?
I'm sorry, is that all I am to you? Money.
Oh, Julie, I do hate to ask this of you, and I'll try to pay you back, given I do plan to fight, but I currently only have about 200 on me. I doubt that'll be sufficient for...
And we have
More
been
than
warned
2,000.
that the amulets of non-detection might fade or be outdone quite easily, so I don't think we should go for cheap ones.
Well,
Looks at Julie.
who's traveling with me and who is branching off? And are the people branching off going to stick together also?
Chudwell says, you know what? I think this city will fit nicely to me. I'm gonna try to see if I can earn some money my way. And you see the bard human walk away from the group.
Someone's T-posing God.
I'm going to stick with Julie.
And then you see Prince just saying, I'll actually... I have to go to a temple. I'll notify you when I'm done. And then he walks southeastern position. Basically, quite the opposite to where you came from. Well, you came from southwest. Anyway, and the orc just kind of looks at all of you, just kind of shrugs. Yeah, I'm staying. And Dovkin is like, yep, same.
All right, follow the money, I suppose it is.
Follow the money. So, Looking for the amulets from divination magic, from scrying. Roll me not intelligence, investigation with advantage. Anybody?
I guess I will. I don't have much, but I have +3, which is better than not +3.
While we're walking around, can I see if, since I'm kind of familiar with the area, can I see if there's anyone that looks like they're possibly a tourist or
Wow.
possibly not familiar with the area?
Rolling perception check. Oh my god, Terry. What? What did you even roll?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Loki Object again.
It doesn't work.
I'm not even gonna wait for you to answer that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna cast Locate Object again.
That's not how it works. You can't locate an object. That is literally against. Wait.
Oh wait, yeah. Can I not? Wait, is it? Can you locate one of those? Oh wait, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a...
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
That might
located.
actually be a great point.
And then non-detection, so maybe not.
Oh well, no, it says while you're wearing it, so you could say it doesn't activate until you're wearing it.
Well, here's the thing. Locate object is a divination spell.
Hmm.
In it by nature. Yeah. I'm sorry. You literally. I sense nothing. This
I
fucking.
rolled an 8.
Okay, so speaking of which, roll me a d10.
Oh wait, I actually could.
Roll me a d10, please, if you will, anybody.
Oh me.
Anybody.
Oh, actually, Julie. Okay, fine. Fine. If I remember how to roll. Thank you.
Oh fuck. Okay, so. So with your perception. God damn it! I got so many shit in a few seconds. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, Chile 17, and again roll investigation, right? Or
Yeah.
okay.
That
So-
was an 18.
Yeah. So, again, well, looking around the kiosks and the makeshift marketplaces, you don't really find any amulet stores or anything that has any like interesting trinkets or anything that is made from something expensive like gold, silver, platinum, or maybe diamonds. But there's plenty of like permanent shops that have been built there, and you kind of just peruse through the shop, just overlooking from the great distances, and you do find one shop that is not like the others.
Or who?
What?
I said nothing.
As most of the stores are made of like this grayish stone, the one that you're looking at is made of this very bright greenish marble, which is odd than the rest. It doesn't have a name or any indication of what this house stores, but you see people come in and out, and they look of wealthy and sophisticated type of the arcane.
I will point that out to the rest. I think we should check over there.
You kind of see me just looking around, kind of lost.
It seems like a lot of well-to-do people are heading over there, coming in and out.
And with me being familiar with the area, would I know anything about that shop?
shop is called the Emporium of Treats.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, I used
It's
to
it.
love coming here when I was younger.
Yeah, it's not only a shop of magic items, it's also uh a dessert shop, if you will.
This was my favorite shop as a child.
You know, I get the feeling that sugar and caffeine aren't the only drugs they sell here.
You would be correct. But that's true of most of the city, honestly.
Yeah.
I suppose they're just legal here then.
Not so much legal as decriminalized. I mean, you'd have to persecute the whole city, honestly. It'd be too much work for them.
I have a feeling that's how a lot of crimes get away with here.
I mean, really, the cops, give them enough money, they don't care.
That's the sad reality of a lot of nations.
But I digress. Let's get us some yummy treats.
Oh my fucking god. So, you enter the building of green marble. In the other side, like just opening, you sense there's a sudden shift of air, like it's a lot warmer inside. You basically see a large, maybe 40 by 60 feet room with a spiraling staircase in the middle that goes up, but you don't see what it's up. In the first floor, you see a male tabaxi, maybe in his 30s, 40s. His entire fur coloration is white as snow, and both of his eyes looks murky white. As immediately as you open the door, immediately his head kind of tilts, and he just kind of looks at all of you, but he says nothing.
Good morrow, good sir. And how are you today?
I recognize that demeanor, but you look different. Popularity must have gotten out of hand in the Empire. Nevertheless, how may I assist you?
Well, my friends here were interested in some magical trinkets, and I was interested in some magical food.
You always had the sweet tooth. You always had. As the whole first floor is just wooden walls, even though outside it's marble. And all of those wooden walls have a singular pattern, as if like a square, square carved box. Like there's a bunch of shelves all around in this room.
Oh boy.
Magical trinkets and magical food that I can provide. So, let's talk with not as sweet the items. What is you seek?
Well, as you would probably assume, we are looking to not be found. So, anything to protect us from divination or other sorts to ascertain our location would be great.
Something against divination, preferably scrying, and another means of being unseen. For 6 people. He kind of closes his eyes and kind of starts like moving something in his mouth, and you see there's like this sound of like a slightly shelves moving, like just slightly moves out and moves back in, just like all across the room and just kind of echoes. And it's like, oh, and the tabaxi eye suddenly opens wide and says, ah, got it. And then, opposite side from where you came from, almost to the corner of the room, maybe 3 feet above ground, just a shelf opens up. And come from it, just slowly starts to float these 6 amulets. More like beads of wood that are slowly just floating towards the tabaxi.
Oh, you've always known that was my favorite trick of yours.
So, interesting. He kind of overlooks the beats. He kind of looks at you. So, these beats are pretty simple. As he comes closer and kind of gives you, Julie, one and starts giving the rest. As the door slowly closes behind you. The beats are simple. They will work until they broke. If you snap the line of beats, the magic subsides. If your beats suddenly break on their own, that means something is really trying to find you. Now, I am really hoping, for my sake and your sake, that nobody's that awful trying to find you.
Do you offer
Now,
warranties?
how powerful would they have to be to break a bead?
What did you say?
How powerful would one have to be to break beads? As if they're really trying to find us.
Either someone's really incredibly powerful, or somebody who has a lot of time and a lot of issues. They want to catch up with you.
Lovely.
I
Anything else that can be a good warning sign?
So, these beats are quite expensive. 700 gold pieces each.
Maybe we buy one to give it a test.
I hate to say it, but like, how are we going to test it exactly? I
Put it on and
don't
if
exactly
it
know.
instantly explodes, we'll know it isn't really an option.
All right. Among us, who's the strongest with scrying?
I have a feeling Julie's going to be the most favored of the scribes, so let's let him test it.
So, would you be opposed to us testing the product before we purchase?
Not at all.
All right, and I will grab one of the beads, hold it close to myself, and walk away. Any of you are welcome to try and scry on me.
I take half a step back.
Oh boy. I take it just full step back.
I mean, here's the thing. Prince left for the temple.
There's no one who can actually.
I mean, there is. As you all see, the tabaxi is now just kind of folding his legs mid-air, and you see him just kind of looking at Julie and then closing his eyes and waiting. Julie. A few minutes pass, and then you start to feel the vibration of the beats. Like a small rumble in your beats, like a phone vibrating. For a good minute or so. For a good minute or so before it subsides. And after it subsides, you see the tabaxi kind of getting his feet back on the ground. And then kind of looking at you, Julie. Satisfied?
Oh, it comes with a warning system. I appreciate that. Now let's see. You said it was 700 per for 6 people.
Hey,
So you're thinking 4,200 gold to cover the 6 of us. Whew. You know I love you. You know I love you. But you know what I gotta do now. I honestly can't be paying that much right now.
The fabled art of bartering. So is it you offering services, or would you?
What can I do for you to lower this price a little?
oh
Hmm.
boy.
Some magical artifacts need to be delivered to the local grove. Since there was happening in Cradle Rocks, some sort of entity of abyssal nature has been set loose on the populace, destroyed about a 1.5 streets, and is now contained in that street.
I'm sorry, an abyssal creature in the city.
Yes.
And I'm assuming they haven't tracked it back to you yet.
Whoa. Wait, what? What did you say, Terry?
I'm saying, like, I'm assuming they haven't tracked it back to him, like the fact that he caused it. This came from him. I'm confused. Now I've lost myself. I don't know. I'll just listen.
No. No.
He knows of an abyssal creature that's been terrorizing. It wasn't his fault. I hope.
Okay, I thought he caused. Like, wait, he released an abyssal sea. Thank you for the clarification.
Yes. Deliver these goods to the. Yeah, of course, if you're willing to partake in this. If you can help them, with anything else, and even so, if the creature, of the abyss is, he just kind of scratches his temple a bit. If the creature of the abyss is as true as I've been told, it has a chance to spread. And as long as it's contained, we're safe. But if it spreads further, and if the containment fails, it will be worse. And if you are willing, and he kind of opens, like, not opens, but like you just see one of the shelves just kind of open up, and there's this interesting box of steel and mithril that has a bunch of sapphire gems just kind of decked out, and there's like a shimmering glow from the sapphires, like this pulsating glow. If you're willing to partake in this and help bring end to this monstrosity, you can say that these necklaces are free of charge, and if you can bring something from the creature itself for me to examine, might have something special. Huh?
You know I can't turn down a good adventure. Oh, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I accepted that without even asking. Are you cool killing one of these?
Let's do it.
Oh boy. I'm not in favor of making a scene in the middle of the city, but I'm not in favor of leaving a creature out here anyways. Let's get rid of it quickly.
So
It's
take
a
the
win-win.
take the box.
But I do.
Take the box and deliver it to the grove. You know where it is. You've seen the tree. I assume you have.
Argument.
How
And
can we
then-
miss it?
and then make your way, make haste. And the druids should show you what to do if they need any additional help.
Oh, I
This-
do have one question for you.
Hmm?
He pulls out the black obelisk. Perhaps a more trained eye could decipher the meaning.
He kind
You
of
guys can go on. I'll catch up.
goes, well, at this very moment, I don't really have much time. But if you're willing to leave this behind, I am willing to decipher it. Because you see, there was already a sparkle of magic, and you see him being a bit confused, and he, like, looks at it even more puzzled.
Alright then. I ask you keep this under the table then. Okay. Let's go.
And on our way to the city, do I happen to notice any just mundane salesmen that might have some knives for me?
Knife.
I was gonna say, I do need to stop and get a proper bow.
Oh no, yeah, wait, we probably
We
wanna
should
make sure
probably,
at least we have the weapons needed.
we should probably get some weapons. It'd be nice.
I'm good, but most of
So-
you came from prison, so
So, weapons. So, weapons and darts, if I recall correctly, right? So,
Um,
I need a bow, arrows, crossbow bolts.
so, here's the thing, Julie. You know that the beggary, right? Is like a black market, but not really, because all the goods are available. But there's some sort of twist to all the items you get there. It's like a monkey's paw, if you will.
okay.
Some items might be really powerful, but they also can be cursed. Some items can be very cheap, but they have something that eventually makes you pay the ultimate price.
you
But
have full contracts? Oh boy.
Well, I'm already cursed once. What's another curse?
I wouldn't test your luck, my good friend.
Oh. Well, the beggary is on the way to the grove. And while we're walking in that general direction, I'll just keep my head in a swivel looking for possibly more just mundane, just in case.
So, Julie, how long did it take for you to build your talents? In magic, sorry.
Oh, it's been years. I started when I was young in the college, and then as I traveled the world, kingdom to kingdom, I slowly grew in power, and soon I was the person you see before you today.
Oh, wish I had that sense of drive. Had at your age. Well, good time spent, I guess.
Of course. But you should know I would never reveal my age.
Your
oh boy. So, I kind of blanked out for a moment. So, what's the consensus?
We are making our way to the beggary, but I'm still looking around to see if there's
Investigation.
any.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Anything except for an exact description will just like give me a migraine trying to find okay. Dagger. Literally, entire city lights up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
So, uh, well,
Big brain.
if you wanna find weapons, the most common sense besides looking for like a name that they sell weapons or armor is to listen for the clang of metal onto an anvil. Which there's plenty of. So, going towards the bakery, you come across quite a few smaller forges, but all they provide just basic weaponry and tooling, nothing that would, well, if unless you want a very nice, but just a very nice sword with nothing added to it. But then you come across a very interesting entity. You all of you can hear the shouting, the clang of the metal, and for a moment the clang of metal just becomes very loud, like bang bang, and then like a bang like 400 like a few times louder than you heard previously, like a sudden crack of lightning happen, and quite a lot of people around just getting startled by that, as there's like like a half a minute of normal bang, and all of a sudden just like a thunder strike out of nowhere, just a thunder. You track the individual down, and it leads towards the bakery, but not quite. You're maybe like, I say 800 feet until the bakery, and the bakery is basically like a bunch of buildings, houses built in this bowl of a market. And you don't know if it's some sort of trick of the light or is it some sort of magic, but just looking into the bakery from like the quite shiny, bright, cloudless sky, it just looks a lot more darker in there. Like this like shade of darkness is just over this bakery. So you find the individual who's clanging the stuff, and you realize that the whole workshop is like a makeshift block of metal, like a singular metal block of maybe like 20 by 20 cube, and in the cube there's just like a single drog minding his own business. Now the drog looks very interesting because he doesn't have anything, like he only has pants and nothing else, and his whole body is covered with these bright yellowish and greenish runes. And whenever you hear the thundering crackle, you see the runes immediately suddenly light up for a second, as he's working without any single heat source on an anvil with a piece of metal that you assume is mithril, and there's just immense heat coming from the place. And he's just hammering out, doing his practice, but you don't see any weapons, armor, anything that he does. What would you like to do?
Good sir, it appears that you're a smith, but I don't see your products.
Who's asking? Who are you people?
Oh, I am... What is my neighbor's name?
Frank Destin.
Frank.
Hello, good sir. My name is Frank Destined. I'm a local of this area, and I happen to hear your wares. Oh, I could hear you making wares, but I don't see wares.
Wares are for those who have the coin. And he kind of eyes you for a moment. You seem like you have some coin. What can I get you?
Well, first off, do Do you only do metalware, or do you also do leather?
Only metal, and
Only metal.
only the best of metals. No bronze, no
Wonderful.
copper, no tin.
That is perfect. I need myself some throwing knives.
Hmm. All right. Okay. If you kind of
Preferably even silver if you can. I like to make a show of it.
silver. Adamantine, mithril, reinforced metals. Any specifics that you require?
Hmm.
As he says that, he immediately grabs like a bag of holding and just starts like getting like small bits of like raw chunks of mithril and adamantine and like all kinds of different colorations of metals that you haven't even seen before. And he like has like he has like tiny little chunks, like imagine like a cereal, like a small cereal chunk, and he has like 12 of those in just his hand and just kind of showing off.
Oh, you have a number of magical materials here. That is wonderful. I was honestly just looking for a set of 10 throwing knives. Like I said, preferably silvered, but what would make you happy as a smith to make? I'm impressed by your works.
Oh, of course, he gets caught up in the art.
Hmm. Now you ask a very interesting place. I'm not a fan of throwing knives. I don't really make them a lot, but throwing.
Oh, so that.
How about a throwing knife? Once reaching the needed target, it extends into a long sword inside of its body.
Interesting.
Can do that.
And how much would a set of 10 of those cost?
10 of those. Silvered, made of silver, brittle but conductive material. Could also infuse it with the lightning. 800 pieces, 800 gold pieces, a single knife.
Oh, all right. I will stick to just a set of 10 silver knives in that case.
Fine. 10 silver knives. No tricks, no honors. You kind of grumbles for a bit. 10 silver knives. 300 gold pieces.
300. I mean, you are a wonderful craftsman, but that still seems a bit steep. I'll offer you 200.
My price are not negotiable because my gift was delivered by the gods, and the gods do not barter. And then he kind of glares at you, and there's like a long pause. And then he kind of steps back a bit, goes back to his forge.
Terry just
I look at him and then I look at Julie and I say, I think you've been outclassed.
Terry looks with respect at this guy. He's like, yeah, no. Respect to that devotion.
How quickly could you make the knives?
12 minutes.
12 minutes. I'll pull out 300 gold, throw it on the table, and walk away.
Okay. Wait, where are you walking away? Where do I put the knife when I'm done?
Just hold them, I'll be right back.
He kind of collects the gold and starts. And is anybody staying with the dwarf, or do you just all go with Julie?
I am going to watch Julie leave. And then I am going to go on my own way into the market.
What are you looking for, Warren?
I am, well, a few things, but for now I'm going to kind of just have a quick walk around. One second, I'm looking at my list. If you'd like to, just follow on with ask what everyone else is doing while I check my list.
Yeah. Okay. So, so everybody's going with Julie then, right?
What question? Julie, where are you going? That's the bigger question.
I'm just going to eat up the next 12 minutes looking around the general area of his shop, seeing if I can find anyone who does leather.
Yeah, I'm going to separate and look for some of the items that I listed then. Just, well.
Hirosh, I mean, you kind of been there. You just kind of didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. He got like I didn't want to stop.
So,
we have sending stones. I'll meet back up. You don't have to roleplay what I do. I'll just go out and come back.
So, with that high of perception, you do find quite a few like stands that have these very nicely done leather armor from bears, wolves, owl bears, beetle, chitin, scales of basilisks. Like not like in a single place, but just like there's like a row of individual, like not individual, but like places. Just.
And if I'm looking for like higher quality studded leather, if I can find it.
Roll me investigation check, because there's like a good like 6 to 7 like in a single line there's like 7 shops, you could say, that like provide with leather. So roll me just. Wait, did you?
Okay.
I think you rolled. Okay.
Come on. Investigation. Oof.
Oof.
Okay, let's see. Oh. Just looking at the prices, some range from like a few hundred gold pieces. The lowest is 350. And it's a very nice armor from like elk. To the basilisk, and the basilisk is like has this white ashy tone to it, and it's kind of scaly, and it is worth by the price that it has nearby 12,000 gold pieces.
Jeez.
And the man.
About that arena fight.
So, and the man who's like who's behind the shop is like a very old gnome, missing one eye that is replaced by an eye patch, and he's just smoking a long pipe and just kind of eyeing the surrounding areas, and now eyeing you as you're taking your purchases or like looking around.
Well, of course, I have to ask. That is a beautiful piece of armor. What causes the price to be so high?
Individuals who wear this armor can blend with any environment they are stuck in. Say for example, and the man just kind of puts his hand out and kind of gets a single sleeve, like one of the sleeves of the armor in, and you see immediately the sleeve just kind of blends into the darkened environment of like the shop. Just like it was pure white, now it's just like darkened, like there's some sort of like shape-shifting ability or a camouflaging ability to this.
Okay. Wow. I am going to look at my coin purse. That is a piece of armor. And so essentially it turned invisible when he, or it just like,
Well, it helps you with stealth. That's for certain.
okay. Well, I already have expertise in stealth, so you're right. That is mighty fine armor, but might be a little bit not to my preferences. Do you maybe have something just simple good battle armor?
Yes. Yes.
Also with some pockets because I'm about to get some knives.
Alrighty. He kinda puts it aside and then shows you quite a few other pieces that he has, and there's one that catches your eye immediately because you almost got jump scared. There's just like a nice little coat of like a coat with actual armor with scales, and it's all made of like owl feathers. Yeah. Well, this is quite sturdy from a recent kill I had. The bastard was really fucking tough, but as you can see, its armor will be tougher. 3,000 gold pieces.
3,000. Okay. And outside of game, would this essentially still be studded leather, or is this going into like scale?
This would be still leather.
Okay. 3,000. Okay. How about this? If I perform at your store and attract more customers with my music, could I get a discount on that?
You don't look much like a performer right now, Julie.
Yeah. He like looks you eye and down confusion. Well, I'm not really looking for a performance, nor do I think a performance would attract more people to buy leather.
You never know. Sure.
You're correct. I don't know, so that's why I have to decline your offer.
Well, you're no fun at all. Here you go. Take my 3,000.
Okay. So, write it down that you got padded armor +3.
Okay.
Nice.
That works.
Okay, yes. I have so many DMs now at the moment. Fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah. Bart, again, would you try to get anything?
Yeah. I have no money. So looking at Frank, it would really help out if I could also get one of those coats.
What the fuck is this music? What the
He
fuck
did
is-
get a performer. See, look, the customers are coming.
No. I'm gonna fucking get fucking copyright struck. Let's go. From the beginning. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get copyright struck if this plays. Give me a second.
Oh yes, you could probably use armor too. Do you prefer leather or are you metal?
The studded, the same coat would be nice.
I don't exactly have the same coat because you're both together, and the gnome just looks at both of you. I do have this. It's a bit from my older kill, and he kind of brings out uh um a coat, the armor, like it's made of wool.
It's made of wool.
Yes, it's literally like a sweater.
That will try you
Like
a sweater.
it's like this very nice pure white with a slight tinge of yellow sweater, and the gnome just kind of looks at you and then looks back at the sweater. Yeah, it doesn't look like the best, but the wool that it's made of is more than sturdy. I can attest.
Oh, really? You you tested this yourself?
Oh yes, the were sheep that I had to kill for it was very tough.
Were sheep.
A were-sheep. Hmm.
Aye.
Yeah, do you have a full werewolf in your bag again, or is it still?
Wait, do, do I have a full?
Yes, you do still have the legs. No, they have not regenerated.
Okay, it's not regenerated yet. Damn. Jeez. How much for this Christmas sweater?
2,200 gold pieces. Christmas sweater. Fuck you.
This, I mean,
This the season to be jolly. La, la, la.
I mean, it looks.
Weather weather.
I
This is
mean,
weather weather.
Sturdy, yes, but the book. You sure it's worth that much? I mean, compared to that one, it points to the other one.
He kind of just looks you a bit. If you want, you can get it, put it on, and I'll shoot a crossbow bolt into it and see how it goes.
Oh, please let me.
Are you gonna do that?
You shoot a crossbow bolt into me? Hey, do I get a discount if I do that?
Sure, I'll cut. Roll me persuasion check. Let's go.
Alright.
I'm here too. Does it give advantage since I'm
Sure.
already paying? customer?
Sure.
I'll do it. Shit.
Or should we roll separately?
No. It's Gen trying to get himself
Okay.
cheaper. So
Yeah, and have some faith in yourself.
Okay, let me make sure. Let me look at my persuasion. Okay. Okay. So it's just, do I get the assist or no?
No. Oh yeah. You get it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I'll cut down 200 gold pieces if you want to get shot by me.
All right. He just shrugs. Fuck it. Let's do it.
So what happens is you put on the sweater. It feels nice and fuzzy, and it feels very warm and cozy inside. Also, here's the interesting part, right? You touch sheep, you know wool, you know how brittle and simple it is to just kind of snag it off. You see tiny bits of hair that you just kind of want to like get one off, and you literally can't. Like it's so like yeah. And now both of you just see this fucking old ass gnome whip out a crossbow very similar to the one that Gen had or has. That got found with the bounty hunters, and he just fucking shoots you in the chest.
Okay.
And,
How much does it hurt?
and here's the thing, you fucking feel the impact of it. But arrow just kind of goes like, you know how like arrows hit like a metal surface or something, and they just literally bounce off, and there's like that vibration. That's very much what happens.
So you just you see me kind of just like vibrate, kind of like I'm shivering for a second. And I'm just looking down, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take it."
Seems much like death is much more scary now.
Yes, Frank, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you expecting me to pay for your armor?
Yes, Frank, because I'm broke as hell.
Remember that, and I'll hand him 2,000.
I'll remember that the next time we're in combat.
Julie will remember that.
Notification pops up to the side of your screen.
Speaking of that, asking the gnome, do you have any more of those crossbows you'd be willing to sell? Crossbow bolts.
I do have some of them. And then he kind of looks at you. Why do you want those bolts? They're not exactly common. Do you have the weaponry for it?
I have the weapon. It's slung over his shoulder.
Well, I mean, he doesn't see it. He's a gnome. He does.
Right. I will show him the crossbow.
Ah. Huh. To what
Yes.
to what squad do you belong?
What squad? My good sir, I
Oh.
don't.
You see the gnome gets immediately suspicious and squints his eyes. Where did you get where did you get it?
My good sir, I got this from a game, from a bet. You see, someone could not pay up, and so they offered it as payment.
Roll me a deception check.
Deception time.
Oh yes.
Let's see. Okay.
Don't dare not won this.
Oh,
So, do you honestly expect my god not to have any sort of weaponry on him?
Ooh, advantage.
Let's see. Whoop, not that. Oh, wait, is that standard or because of what Julie said? Does that give me the advantage?
Sure. Let's go.
Damn. I'll take it. Damn.
Okay.
Dual 19, it didn't even matter.
Well,
Yeah.
damn.
He kind of takes a long he takes a deep breath and kind of poor
Glad I got
bastard.
it.
So a single bolt is gonna cost you 15 gold pieces.
Jeez. 15 gold, okay. For Julie / Frank?
Who the fuck is Julie?
Yeah. I'm saying to Frank.
Right on.
15 gold pieces per bolt.
I.
And what did these bolts do again exactly?
A lot of pain to those who you point at.
Yeah. They do a lot of
Hmm.
freaking damage.
Okay. Okay. 15 per.
I'll pull out 150 gold.
Sweet. Okay.
1,500
10.
gold?
150.
Oh.
So 10,
Yeah.
10 bolts.
Yeah. So, yeah. You get the coin and you get the 10 bolts. And yeah, just a single piece of like whew, a single piece of metal in the shape of a bolt. Let's go. So yeah.
Oh, and actually, since we're still here, do you have any shields I could use?
Shields are not my specialty.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Alright. So 10 bolts. So this woolly sweater, is this just standard stuttered?
It's studded leather plus free.
Oh, okay. I can accept that, yes.
It was lower because nobody bought a sweater. But to be honest, who wouldn't like just a sweater that is like good enough to take like fucking anyway, just
Steel. It's basically steel at that point.
Is this sweater double like as winter gear? Freaking.
I mean, it's warm, it's cozy. And apparently this thing belonged to a warship, so hey.
Alright. Let's see, 10 bolts. And studded. Thank you, Frank. I will not forget this.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Okay. I still need a proper bow and arrows to be able to hunt. Yeah.
Well, if you want just a simple bow, you see plenty of bowers and
Yeah,
bows, arrows,
Yeah.
quivers, yeah.
yeah, nothing special. Just a longbow and
Okay.
some arrows.
So longbow is gonna cost you 10 gold pieces, and arrows, say 20, a set of 20 with a quiver included. It's gonna cost you additional 5 gold pieces. Mostly for the
Okay.
quiver. The quiver can hold a lot more than 20, but
Okay, how much can the quiver hold?
120.
I'll get the 120.
Alrighty, so in total 18 gold pieces for the bow and that.
Sweet.
Okay.
Frank, just add it to the tab.
Oh yes, I'm definitely keeping tab on how much you owe me.
Oh.
Oh boy.
It's like that fucking meme with the Mr. Incredible. It's like, I have 40k. I'm the only party member who has 40k. Oh no. So, Moram, my good sir, you got yourself a plenty mundane, but items that are very useful in a day-to-day basis and survival, and especially in your predicament. But now you want something more specific. So what would that be?
Yes. So I am looking for a a kind of potion or ingredient shop.
So,
I'm looking for a kind of book or scholars kind of shop.
uh-huh.
And I'm also looking for a blacksmith, or kind of not doesn't have to be high class, just kind of a decent looking blacksmith.
I mean, here's the thing. You've seen plenty of blacksmiths that can provide you with basic equipment, very well high quality but basic equipment nonetheless. Potions or alchemy, basis. Plenty of herbalists offering just roots, herbs, plants, seeds that can cure anything from a bruise to erectile dysfunction. A lot of stuff. And as for the scholarly or places with books, you haven't seen anything around this place.
Okay, well I'll start with the herbaries and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so would you like to...
I'll go up to 1 because I rolled a 10, so
Yeah.
average. I find one that looks decent, and I kind of wander up and I have a quick kind of examine over the store.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna talk just yet to the person who owns it. As I kind of look through stuff, what do they have
Okay,
available? I
so
imagine
the
they have a
person you
focus.
the person that you come into is half elven female, maybe in her 20s, maybe early 30s. She looks incredibly busy because there's quite a few people who actually still buying from her, and they're just mainly pouches of like herbs, but they don't have any name. Well, they have like, what's it called? They don't have like a herbal name, but they have like a sentence name, like Paradise at Sunset, the Blue Moon, the Red Depths, and there's plenty of this. There's quite a few people buying stuff from her, and yeah, she looks extremely busy, and then eventually your time comes.
While she's like dealing with the other customers, do I recognize anything that's being sold as what they are? I'm obviously not an expert in this
Roll me
field.
intelligence.
Just straight intelligence?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
Or an insight. It's up to you.
Okay. Which one is better? Oh, definitely the insight. Definitely the insight.
DM's grace activate.
Oh my god.
whew.
Chad.
What is with these?
So
What are these?
so here's the thing. You look around, you immediately think of like what drugs are. Like what kind of drugs you remember. If you don't know, like times change. You don't recognize any of these, and even though if they were drugs, they're kind of way too open for some robbery to happen. And then you realize the clientele are normal people, not like drug addicts, not shady people, but like just normal people, like some peasants, some that, but no one is like really like seems like it's suspicious or anything, like this is a fucking drugstore or something. And then you came to a realization that this is probably tea.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Me who's drinking tea right now.
Well, seeing as I'm here, and what are the prices for these various teas?
Oh boy.
Well, most of them literally just like there's like a small little linen bag, right? Like a really small linen bag, and those just go for 1 gold piece or whatever you want. Like there's like, I guess it's called scoop, and there's like some of them are like, 1 gold piece, some of them are 5, some of them are 10, and there's like a bunch of different like choice of like what you can get. You don't say what they do, but they also don't describe what they are made of, which is suspicious for tea.
Okay. Well, when I finally get to the front, I'm going to give a kind of a polite nod and say, "What a lovely selection you have here. Could you tell me about some of these? I'm not an expert."
Well, spices, herbs, and other unique ingredients come from all sides of the world to this place, where I mix and match and provide most suitable beverages across across Bluestone.
I give another kind of polite nod, and kind of look through them again, kind of cast my gaze along them, and go, I travel quite a bit, and it is quite stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because of the difficulty of such adventures, but also due to the companions I have, who are no shortage of headaches. Do you have any teas that could perhaps help to just relax after a day of travel and listening to interesting conversation?
In the distance, Julie's ear twitches.
I
Terry
do,
sneezes.
I do also make teas for very and adventuring times. For those who to cure insomnia or even exhaustion. I do have. I think she immediately just kind of looks back and she kind of goes a bit under her desk. Ah, yes, I still have it. So, I do have still Ravonia's White. And she kind of gives you this, like, not gives you, but like shows you this, like, white, like, bunch of white plants. You don't know if they're natural white or they've been bleached or whatever. But they're a bunch of white plants. This little concoction, when crunched and placed in boiled water, can serve up to 100 individuals. And he's gone. Almost. Okay. So basically, yeah. So basically, she shows you this Ravonia's White, and basically, if it's fully crushed and served, like basically put in boiling water as tea, it can serve up to 100 people, and it cures exhaustion.
I put on a face of kind of an impressed face, half for dramatics, but also half because I am quite surprised at such a claim. And I'd say that's quite remarkable. Where on earth does this come from?
That's a trade secret.
I see, I understand.
Hmm.
Well, if this is what you would recommend for someone in my line of work, how much would that be?
This one single pouch is the last in stock, and for 180 gold pieces, I'm willing to part with it.
And you could say that would serve 100 people.
100 people. Of course, if you crush everything, you better drink it up, because eventually the effects of it is gonna fade away. But if you, of course, do everything proportionally for the amount of people you're traveling with, it would last you for several days.
Quick out of character. Geographically, where this city is it quite a remote city, or is it very
No, it's not a remote
connected?
city. It's a very connected city. It's like
is it the type of city that would get a large number of adventurers or difficult travelers?
Well, not really. Well, I mean, depends on what, like monster slaying, probably not. Political intrigue and all that, maybe. But also, there's just there's a lot of stuff in the city, so you know, like, not for the heart. This is not like a near a war zone or something. This is a very prosperous, very well, very high class, very high quality of living type of city.
In that case, I'll kind of consider what she said for a few moments, and then say, when was the last time you were restocked? If that is your last one. Is there a high demand for it?
Well, once a year, maybe 20 or so are being purchased. They're not super common to be purchased, but the ingredients are also kind of rare and they only grow at a specific time of year, so it's not like you can just stockpile them up.
I kind of give a scholarly nod, and then say, "Well, I would be delighted to take that off your hands. That said, I have not a great deal of money on me. Is it possible you could at all lower the price ever so slightly, just considering that you do not seem to have a great demand for a supply being stocked only once a year, and this city being quite well connected within the actual country?"
True. So how much you think?
She said 180, right?
Yes.
150? Does that sound fair? 150 for
She
this
she oh
wonderful
oh
tea?
oh more than definitely. More than definitely.
Should have gone lower.
Yeah, I should have.
Um
Well,
so
I
You know-
I realized that. Should have done an inside check. Shit. But I've already said it. I mentally swallow my tongue and then just nod.
Too bad you don't
Yeah.
have gift of gab.
so
And I will pay that.
do you have the gold?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you gave everybody money, Julie.
One
Wait,
second.
Julie, did Julie hand everyone money? No, wait, no.
I
think you just
think
handed them-
everybody got 2K, right? No, I forgot. Forgot.
Worm's the only one that Worm's the
Yeah,
only one that
I-
even
It was
asked
very
me for
odd.
money.
I insulted how much money he had, and he gave me money.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
I should insult him
so,
more. It seems to be
you-
working out very well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure only one person got money from Julie,
so yeah.
which is
So
ironic.
she gives the gold, and you give the gold, and she gives you the pouch. It smells nice, and it smells like almonds. But
Okay, give me the name one more time.
oh, Ravinia White. 100 people.
It's
So
always good in my line of
Yeah.
work to make a good impression.
so also she
Alright.
when she hands you over the thing, just do keep in mind this tea will be still good for like 3 maybe 4 months.
Okay. Okay, and with that, I will leave this shop.
Okay. Yeah. Anywhere else, Worm?
Yes, I'm going to find a nearby blacksmith of decent-looking quality. I don't want to.
It's almost like there's everything looks like
Yeah.
like there's plenty of just like open forges where there are people working, and they're like showcasing all kinds of swords of steel and other
By
sorts of
open forges, do you mean literally?
like as
What do
in
you mean?
as in like there's like a like how to say this, you know how most forges happen like inside of a building. There's like
Mhm.
literally an open forge with actually like a streak of like very hot flame and a bunch of like 4 to 5 elves and dwarves just working on it at the same time, making weapons and showcasing to everybody like an open showcase of like how it's being done, from like making from the simplest of like ores to like, you know, making it into an actual liquid form and then making it to the shape and then hammering it down to precise measurements.
Okay. I'll go into one of these kind of open forges. How busy is it?
It is quite busy. There's quite a few people like how to say, buying and selling at the same time. There's multiple clerks. You count 4 of them, and there's like 6 smiths who are working their job, and there's like a constant intake of people coming in and buying something or getting something. Some come from commission, some of them are buying something that they saw nice. And there's everything from morning stars to long swords, from daggers to scimitars, to everything.
I'll-
Shields.
I'll gravitate more towards one selling kind of armors. When I find one of them, I'm going to try to find someone who doesn't look overwhelmed with work.
Mm-hmm.
Or is everyone pretty much being constantly swarmed?
Well, not fully swarmed, but there's there's always there's 4 clerics, but always almost 2 of them are mostly busy. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, but almost there's a line of people just. So yeah.
Alright. Well, okay, I'll join one of them who doesn't look too stressed about his work. And once I get to the front, who am I facing? Is it the smith or is it one of the clerks?
It's one of the clerks, young man, maybe in his early mid-20s, has this scruff facial features. Looks a bit tired, but quite optimistic, and just immediately looks at you and asks, "Welcome. How can I assist you?"
Hello, sir. I am looking to have a piece of armor examined, if that's possible. Do you know how long that would take and what it would cost?
Armor appraisal for purchase or just knowledge?
It has come into my possession. It was a gift, and I wish to just have it examined for quality.
5 gold pieces and 10 minutes of your time, and
Perfectly acceptable. Now I'll
Okay.
hand that over.
okay. So
The bit I want appraised is the chainmail.
okay.
So I still have a question mark on my goddamn character sheet,
Give me a
and I
second.
had it there
Yes.
for like
For a
8
Why you have a
sessions.
question mark in your character sheet, mate?
That means that he doesn't know how much AC he has.
I haven't been hit.
Yeah. Hey,
And
that's
unlike you guys, I don't want a crossbow bolt fired
How
at
do
me.
you not know?
I
Yeah.
just don't know what it is.
yeah. So give me
I
a
know
sec-
it's I know it's mithril chainmail.
I
Yeah.
thought you were purposely hiding that.
No.
No, I just don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. So it is. You see, one of the clerks just gets whistled, and it's an older dwarven, and he starts to touch your chainmail, and after a minute, she gives a sharp whistle. Well, somebody's spoiled you a lot. This is of mithril making. Interesting.
Ooh, crit block.
Extremely sturdy. Extremely. So, Vorum, you got yourself a mithril chainmail. +4.
Now that's really nice. Is it magical? Is it just
okay.
does it have a plus to it, or is it just mithril?
+4.
Dang, that's better than I have for armor.
Oh, yes.
Hats off to you.
Right, I can finally put
Flexing.
it on my
So-
character sheet.
So,
what
so,
it is.
so how much AC you have? Because
That means I have 20 AC.
Heck yeah.
20. Let's go.
I'm not the only one who has high
and
AC
that's-
anymore. Yeah.
Actually, it makes me have 22
22. Nice.
because I have. Yeah.
22.
Okay.
A second.
Right. Yeah, I will pay that, and very happy. Hang on, I'm just checking. I've got nothing else to quickly have examined while I'm here. Oh, I will say I'll have a look around. Are all the forges in use?
Are all the forges in use?
Yeah.
It's basically one massive forge that is basically being used. And if you try to get a bit closer, they politely yet firmly tell you to no.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. In that case... I could probably do that myself, actually. Yeah, I can do that myself. Alright, in that case, I will thank them and take my leave from there. What else did I want to do real quick? Or does someone else want to do
Yeah.
something? I don't know. I've taken up much
Is
time.
anybody else want to do something? Well,
I did send you a DM excerpt of
Oh
what
my
I'm
fucking-
doing gladiator fighting. Remember?
Still got one or two things I want to do, but I'll let someone else go.
here's the thing. You don't know where
Yeah.
to go for that.
Oh, I thought I asked Julie about that like several times.
Yeah, she told you that she knows, but she doesn't know.
Oh, I just asked on the sending stone then if that's the case. I mean, we got them for a reason, right?
Yeah. So, Julie, do you know where to go for gladiator fights?
Do I?
No, you don't.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I-
here's the thing. The
I
only
know they exist.
the only place you know that had any fighting as entertaining was in the brothel of Ash,
Oh boy.
as apparently somebody tried to fist fight a fucking Baylor.
Good luck. But can I ask around at that point then? Do I have to?
Roll me investigation.
Sure thing. It's gonna be awful
then-
because of all these good rolls. Watch, the spot's going to murder me.
I mean, let's be honest.
What the heck? But where is the dice rolls coming from? Excuse me. But yeah, all right.
Okay.
I'll take it. 17.
Uh. Looking around and trying to see where you can do some fighting for gold. Nobody really answers you and looks kind of awkward at you.
As in, like, they're questioning why I would want to do that, or they like don't know at all. kind of looking.
They feel like you're there's a trick to this question that they're saying, and a lot of them are literally avoiding the question. The
Okay,
answer.
I'm just gonna cast detect thoughts then. I'm not gonna dance around that. I'm gonna detect thoughts. Where is the starting place if they're going to?
What do you mean?
I mean, I can cast detect thoughts.
Yeah, but
and I want to
whoa.
see what they're thinking if they're hiding crap from me.
No,
I just want to know where
they're
this place is.
a lot of like if you peer into people's thoughts, you realize that they think that you're some sort of undercover individual that's trying to like you're like, hey kids, do you know where I can buy marijuana weed that is totally illegal?
I thought there were some legal fights.
No.
There is
Oh,
none.
there is none.
Lovely.
Hey kids, you want to buy some marijuana weed? You want to do some illegal stuff?
I was under the impression there were some legal fights.
Well, you thought wrong.
Bad.
This
So I
is
don't pick up any thoughts or any clues on where this possibly could be.
no. Everybody thinks you're just a fucking undercover person, just like
All right, lovely.
Yes.
All right, well, I guess I'm kind of just lost for time.
So what the rest of you doing?
I'm making my way back to the smith and once again keep my head on a swivel, seeing if I can pick up a shield too.
Well, I mean, you saw plenty of shields, but backtracking back from where you came from the Green Marble House, the Emporium of Cretes. So yeah, all your daggers are finished, and they all literally are thrown out of like his the Draugur's workspace on the ground.
You're lucky no one stole those.
As
Well,
you
maybe
s-
they wouldn't steal in front of him. Maybe
as-
this guy's got a reputation.
I'll pick them up and kind of look at him. Kind of disrespectful with your own product, aren't you?
A product that does not fit my glory. If you got any more commissions, do tell. But until then, our business is finished.
Oh, fuck you too, good sir.
Are you saying that to him?
Still looking like my neighbor.
I
Like,
know.
look, sir, my address is here.
This isn't my address. I will be home at this time if you have any issues.
You immediately see his eyes slightly light up, and then he kind of glares at you. You can't escape the gaze of the god's god. What? You can't escape the gaze of the god girl.
Meaning
Pause
he
for a
can
second.
see through you.
This is literally a city based on like really skilled arcanists. What are you expecting?
Oh,
I pause for a
Okay,
second.
let me be honest here. In a place where you said yourself it's like a 60-40% ratio of disguised self, what do you think these people are gonna have?
So let's see. How many people have recognized Julie for what she is? Quite a few.
Using magic is not.
Oh god.
Yeah. So what else, my good sir? If you want to buy a shield, like a nice little shield, you can pay 10 gold pieces.
Alright. Pick myself up a shield.
Okay.
Asking Frank, Julie, pulling them to the side. There's one more thing I'm going to need, and this is going to benefit you. Basically, a get out of death free card, but I'm gonna need diamonds.
Well,
Oh.
Julie, you got yourself some diamonds.
I need diamonds worth 300.
Would there happen to be any diamonds back at the house?
It would be. There would be.
Okay. Yeah, when we go back to my place, we can pick some up before we leave.
Excellent. Oh, and I think I'm good.
And
Let's see. I got bow, arrows, armor, more bolts. Other than the normal, like, rations, all that other stuff. Yeah.
well, if that's the case, I don't think I can do anything. I was planning to get gold from a gladiator fight, but apparently those are much harder to find than Alert 2. And
Oh.
without any money on me, I guess I'll just have to wander back to the group empty-handed.
Oh, a set of thieves' tools. Since I'm proficient with those.
Wait, anti-thieves tools?
Huh?
I thought I heard anti-thieves tools. I was like,
No,
That'd be a strange set of dueling weapons.
no. Just a set of
It's a
thieves'
small rat
tools.
trap you put in your pocket.
Pulls out a pen like, haha, I have the perfect counter for that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm pretty sure Vorum would have like a set, but never hurts to have another person who can pick locks. So.
oh, boy.
Hmm.
So, with more and more of you getting equipment now,
Let's see. I think that's all that I need. Last thing I need.
You said that there wasn't like a book or kind of scholars
no, you
stuff
didn't.
anywhere around.
Nope.
That's fine.
Okay. We still have a box to deliver to the grove and deal with a thing.
Did we
Potentially.
all ever like agree to meet up somewhere?
I
I
mean,
mean,
that.
we have
Yeah, that's why you
Yeah,
took
standing.
this. Yeah, that's why you got the standing stones.
Ah,
got
okay,
the
okay.
stone.
So I'm just gonna head to the location that they said we're going to kill this thing in at that point. Then we're gonna. I have a
Mhm.
feeling that we're all gonna have to end up there at some point.
If I can't find any of the rest I'm looking for, I'll drift in that direction too.
You wanna try to make your way to the giant tree to the east of you, to the west of you.
By yourself.
Yeah.
I think you should wait. We all travel there.
The general direction, but
He's not gonna like engage with them. He's just gonna be ready for us to get there. I guess. Like that's gonna regroup. Kind of moment.
or at least kind of get to the edge of the market.
Yeah, let
Because as it stands, I'm just standing in the middle waiting to get pickpocketed.
Right.
let's regroup at the edge, the entrance or whatever we were dropped off at.
The transition point to where we need to go to where we are now.
Oh boy. So if I get this correctly, all decided to just make way towards the tree on your own. On your own, right?
Well, I mean, it's a giant tree. It'd be hard to miss.
No, you don't get it. So, so Terry, you roll me d10. Warren, you roll me d10. Julie and Gan, one of you decide who's gonna roll a d10. Cause you split off and all going. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Go ahead, Jolie. Roll it.
Oh God, Terry, what the fuck? I don't know which one is worse. Fuck. Oh boy. Let's go with Terry, cause Terry is the most fun one. Terry. Terry.
Well, at least you get some excitement today, then.
So, walking, just looking at the sky and basically trying to figure out how to go to the street, it's street by street towards the location already going from the market. You asked for directions to the wrong person as these young hooligans start to sing to you, telling that they know the direction to the grove, to the highest, to the quietest. Only for a few gold will they lead the way, and for a few more they will carry you there.
Of course. All right. If that's how they're going to play, then. How much are they asking for directions? How much gold?
A few is fine, but a few hundred would be better.
Few hundred for directions? I don't have to interact with them, do I? Could I
What?
just
Do what? What?
I mean, at this point, like, yeah, I'll give them 100 gold and just get it over with.
Okay, so immediately 6 of them just kind of grab you and start carrying you. So you have a whole squad of 3 humans and 3 half elves just carrying you and singing praises about you, about the hero Terry. And here's the fun part.
Who they know nothing about.
Exactly. You didn't even tell them your name, but they know your name now. As they sing praises about you, as they carry you off towards the mountain. So let's go now to Julie again, and yeah, then Dovkin and the orc. Nothing happens for you. It's calm. It's peaceful. Cause Julie knows better. Julie knows where to go, and she doesn't ask the bakery for directions.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you have the most calming, nice, but not an uneventful stroll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Hey, Warham, Warham, Warham.
Yeah.
Form.
Ah,
Shy.
going going through this city that you never visited from. It's nice. It's comfy. It's not raining. You're warm. Quite a nice turnaround for what you had previously. Um, something catches your eye. A familiar symbol in an alleyway. You remember that symbol. The symbol of six devils. Designated drawings. A designated symbol for drop points and meeting points.
Lovely.
Uh-huh. That's not
Okay.
else. That's not else. There is like there's a nice small little graffiti of just white chalk, and there's a bit of red, and you think to yourself, there's no red in this drop point, and you get a bit closer, and you realize that it's actually a bloody hand prod that leads deeper into the alleyway. What would you like to do?
Hmm.
I'm going to immediately just do basically a 360. Is there anyone doing what I would be doing, which is watching this alleyway?
Rolling perception check. My good sir.
Perception.
Oh my god.
Nat 20.
You got
What are
to
those
your
rolls?
you got to your natural instinct so fucking quickly.
It's like I've been in this situation before.
Yes.
A little bit reversed, but
Yeah. You look around. There's nothing watching. You know, or you immediately get all the corners, everything. Everybody's just there's almost no people walking, but those who are walking are either jogging by or just like walking by, not even caring for the alleyways. There's nothing in the alleyways besides rats and a cat.
with that same perception, can I tell where the blood's going exactly?
As you can see, the paw print goes against the wall deeper into the alleyway, and then reaches the corner. Reaches over the corner. What you look is you see where the handprint is fresh set of footprints, and as the footprints continue, there's more and more blood in the footprints.
Okay. Half out of habit, and then also half out of rapidly growing paranoia. I'm waiting for the guard footsteps. Don't want this to repeat. I will follow down very, very stealthily as I can, and I'm going to have my hand on one of my weapons.
Going around, you realize there's like literally two ways out, which is one where you came from, and the second is a bit further down the alleyway to the right, which leads to another street. And the track continues further in the current alleyway you were walking, and it takes a sharp turn left. As soon as you take a sharp look left, there's maybe about 30 to 40 feet of space. But at the end of the alleyway, you see Chud. Dead. on the ground.
Wonderful. Okay. And no one else, I imagine.
No. You see him against the wall, his hands covering some sort of wound, and basically lifeless, pale, and a small pool around him.
I'm going to do one more kind of double check to make sure there's no one standing behind me right now. I know the tricks. And then once I'm satisfied that that is not the case, I will go up to him. Again, I still have my hand on my weapon. I will crouch down next to him. He is very dead, is he not?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check. Also, with your passive perception, I mean, you have nothing. You have nothing except for a cat in the alleyway who's kind of just snoozing on one of like the trash piles.
Polymorph
All
traps.
Good thing I like cats.
Yeah.
Investigation, did you say?
Yeah.
Is this just straight?
Yeah, straight investigation. Well, somebody got him in the kidney, and there's a massive fucking gash in his side, and of course the cause of death is basically bleeding out. There is just a look of fear on Shud's face, fully pale, as his final moments were probably trying to grip the wound, trying to stop the bleeding. You don't see, at least not by touching it, you don't see, what's it called? You don't see any indication of the stone that you gave him a few hours ago, nor you see
The messaging stone?
yeah
or
yeah
the...
yeah messaging, the sending stone.
Okay.
And nor do you see any like footprints or anything that indicate that somebody was with him.
Okay. Do I know where I am geographically within the city? Could I give directions to my location if I wanted?
Well, I mean, you would know, like, you could backtrack, but, like, telling where you are exactly, you could say you're between the marketplace and the big tree.
How much does that cover?
I mean, you don't really know of the city, so you don't really have a good indication.
Alright, I'll rule that out then. In that case, does he still have... wait, did we ever get given the... No, we didn't get given the amulet of non-detection, did we?
No.
No, we didn't
No.
get him yet.
In that case, I do want to check. It was what is the wound? Is it a slash? Is it a stab?
It was a stab, and it was a massive. Here's the thing. You know how daggers are very thin? This one seems like he just got impaled by a fucking log. It's a massive open wound.
But it's a stab wound.
Yes.
Not a blunt force.
No.
Okay.
Like imagine if somebody like a branch, like a thick branch that kind of depth. Cause you could like put a finger, even if not more, just easily, and still have plenty of places to cover it up. But besides the point, yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing something like
Literally. Okay. Time to be practical. What does he have on him? Equipment-wise.
Literally nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he has clothes, but clothes are drenched in blood, so.
Okay. And does he have a weapon on him or no?
No,
Or is
he
that
doesn't.
absent?
He does not have the scimitar. It's missing.
Ooh. Okay. In that case, if I have done kind of checking him over and he has nothing on his possessions, I will stand. I will then take, because I imagine I might have got some blood on my hands during this process.
Yeah.
I will take my water skin out, rinse my hands off, turn around, and leave this alleyway.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Also, I will stare at the cat.
The
Is the
cat,
cat asleep?
the cat, when you come to proximity, immediately kind of wakes up, shakes up, and just kind of looks at you.
I make a little pss, pss, pss noise at the cat.
It looks to the side a bit. Like tilts her its head.
I stare at the cat and then just go shh. Like put my finger to my lips, go shh, and then I leave.
And the cat just goes meow.
I will make sure to leave out the other exit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Then
you
I
just
will.
you just hear the owl just being meow, meow,
What a
meow.
terrible crime. Cat murdered him.
Is this one of the NPCs we knew, or? Look, I can't remember the names.
Yeah,
he's
and once I have left the alleyway from the other exit, I will take one more check to make sure no one's staring at me, very obviously, and then I will.
Nobody's
Walk
staring
on.
at you. So, hey, look at that. So, a bit of time passes, say a good hour. It is already past noon as you traverse a bit of the city on foot, going towards the grove of the druids in Southstone. So, it's a whole like you know how cities and towns have borders of walls, either stone or wood. This place has a whole fucking forest as its protection. It is thick to the point that nothing except for mice and something smaller can pass through. And Julie, you know this. You tried to get in multiple times. The only way you can actually get through is through a single pathway that was made by the druids for the people to come into the grove, and so that they don't get any unexpected guests. Of course, not everybody can come in, because then it would be filled with beggars, children, and people who love animals too much.
Heaven forbid the children.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
What do you
There's
need
only
security
one
for? We can't have
thing worse
children.
than the beggars. The children.
Yeah. So, you are basically gathered by the road, where it's basically guarded by 4 massive treants of 12 to 16 foot sizes, and just there's a small little hut of wood there that has a few druids that are minding their own business, talking just to themselves and talking to the individuals who either just shutting them up or want entry into the grove. At the moment, Julie and Gen, you are the first who made it.
Do I happen to at least recognize any of the druids around here, even in passing?
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize. You're familiar with the druids. Usually the ones here are the more social, less isolated druids. And there's this jolly old dwarf who maybe looks like in her 40s, 30s, fully redhead, who likes to talk with people and likes to bake goods. And god damn it! No, I'm not getting the MC8 clip. Shut the fuck up. Why do you do this? This is the marketplace, Ambia. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. We go back. Yeah.
Sounds like a marketplace to me.
Oh Lord.
So, yeah. But yeah, you don't know her name, but you know that she is very, very nice and likes to bake goods for people to just have them.
And I forgot. Did the leather cloaks that we got from the goblins, did they have a hood on them?
They did not.
I imagine they would because of the rain. But okay.
Oh wait, yeah, they did. I'm sorry. They did. I was thinking about a completely different thing. Yeah. So.
Okay. So I'll put on the cloak, pull up the hood, just drop my disguise altogether, and walk up to the nicer druid that likes to sell stuff. Hey, it's been a minute.
Hi. Hey, I know your face. How you doing? How you been? It's been a while.
Oh, it's been a long while. It's nice to be home, though. How have you been?
Well, birds, fly, seagull shit, moles burrow, and dogs bark. So basically the same.
I've come to understand you may be having some issues in the grove.
She looks a bit confused.
Oh, well, I was sent on a sort of investigation from one of the merchants, just if it would be okay with you.
Oh, no. Our grove is fine. The Druid City is fucked. It's across the world, dearie. I don't know where you got this information. Our grove is under attack, but somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. Oh my. You're not a druid, but since you're here, I guess you here to help us in some sort of way.
I'm here to lend my assistance. I heard that there was trouble, and where there's trouble, there's always me.
Okay. What are you bringing that's so valuable besides a body? Also at this point, you all start to hear like Terry's name getting like shouted. As you see Terry's basically like half sick, just getting jettisoned by like a bunch of kids. Like not kids, but like young adults, you can call them.
So we're supposed. So were we supposed to deliver this box here?
Oh no, we were very misinformed. It's not here that we have to go. It's the Druid's home grove. It's across the world.
Yes, and we can take you there, but question is where? What's the item? What do you need?
Well, show them.
You're very much aware that obviously there's some sort of infernal infestation going on over there. Me and my motley crew, they're not quite all here yet, but I have a large group with me. We plan on going over there and resolving the issue.
We were asked to deliver this box. Show them.
Oh. Okay. I know what this is.
Yes, there's the box.
Oh, I know what this is.
About that. Yeah, I get.
I know where to.
I get excited sometimes.
Alrighty, I know where I need to get you. I know the place. I guess we need to wait for the rest of your entourage then. And Worm, about this time, you would be like, you asked some people and told you because you basically trekking the side of the forest, trying to get in, but then you realize, as people were telling you, that there's only one way in, and they kindly just point you. And Warren, you're back with the group.
Yeah, I come back. I look better than when I left. I'm no longer wearing like some scrap-made poncho from bed covers. I now actually have new clothes. I look generally a bit cleaner and more shiny.
Nice.
And my bag clinks even louder than before.
Hold up.
I look at all of you. Is everyone else here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all together now.
That was a
Yeah.
fruitless adventure.
I look a bit grim, my expression, but that's not too unusual.
Mm-hmm.
I say, "What's in the box?"
What's in
Gwyneth Paltrow's head, I believe.
what's in
See another one of your famous, well, views.
Oh boy.
Honestly, we haven't looked in the box yet, but we were told to deliver it, so mission is a mission.
I just not opening it then.
I know. In that case, fair enough.
Wow.
Around here, you generally don't ask questions.
So, at this point, because War needs to go, and I think that's good of a cliffhanger for today. I think we're gonna call it. Because tomorrow you're gonna go to the Cradle Rocks, the capital of the druids in the world, and gonna clean up with the mess that another party made. Let's go. So,
Wow.
Sorry, what time is this tomorrow then?
huh?
Wait, sorry. Are we just doing next session as normal then?
What are you?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh wait, what the next session?
I'm just a bit confused with what we were doing.
No, I'm calling the session because it's been almost.
No,
3
I know
hours.
that.
Okay, so with that being said and done, you got 15 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors, and go.
The box.
The box.
Goodbye.
Also, is Julie got us fired across the world twice in like the same week?
In the same day, pretty much.
Yeah. 48 hours, 3 different continents.
Whoever's trying to track us is
I
having
mean-
a very hard time.
Is Wallet Warrior.
I mean, to be clear, you are still technically on the same continent, but